I'm Bob Gaddy, host of the Lean to the Left podcast, where we focus on progressive politics and the important social issues of our times. Big news today with President Biden withdrawing as the Democratic presidential candidate and endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris to take on Donald Trump. It was obviously a difficult decision for Joe Biden to make, but under the circumstances, it was the right one. There's no way this country can weather another 4 years of Trump, and there are too many questions about the ravages of age and health surrounding Biden. There's no point in rehashing the events that led to this, except to say that pressure from leading Democratic officials and donors to his campaign contributed to that decision, making it unavoidable. But now we can move forward and work as hard as possible to elect Harris and defeat Trump. He simply cannot be allowed anywhere near the Oval Office, not even on the freaking sidewalk. Soon after his announcement, Democratic senators and congressmen began expressing support of Biden's decision, and I suspect that will continue. California Governor Gavin Newsom, considered a possible replacement for Biden, was effusive in his support. Said Newsom, President Biden has been an extraordinary, history-making president, a leader who has fought hard for working people and delivered astonishing results for all Americans. He will go down in history as one of the most impactful and selfless presidents. I agree with Newsom, and I'm happy that Biden endorsed Harris to succeed him, and I think that reflects the views of many Democrats. Earlier this month, the Washington Post ABC News Ipsos poll revealed that 44% of Americans would be satisfied with Harris as the nominee, including 70% of Democrats and Democratic leaning independents. Now, I believe that with this development, Harris will get a nice bump in approval, which should help as her new campaign for the presidency gets underway. Americans generally are people of goodwill. And I believe female voters will be excited, especially those who are concerned about Republican plans to wipe out abortions nationally and interfere with the private acts that take place in the bedroom. Who would think that in 2024 there would be serious discussions about restricting contraception? Joe Biden has worked his tail off as president and has made remarkable progress in the face of vicious opposition from Republicans and Donald Trump. His legacy will be one of achievement and success, of selfless determination to make America better for everyone, not just the top 1%, as is the case with Trump. With Trump, it's all about himself. With Biden, it's about America. Never forget that it was Donald Trump who, in a meeting with oil industry executives, said they should donate $1 billion to his campaign and that he would then wipe out Biden-backed environmental regulations aimed at reducing the environmental threats caused by climate change. During Trump's long, boring, and rambling acceptance speech at the Republican National Convention, he pledged to end backing for electric vehicles and called for America to drill, baby, drill. Exactly what those oil barons hoped to hear. It was Trump who said immigrants should be put in a ring to fight, apparently much like the gladiators in ancient Rome. The man is sick. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. He's a convicted felon awaiting sentencing. He's been convicted of sexual assault. He has dozens of other felony charges against him, stemming from the January 6th attack on the Capitol when he tried to have the election results overturned. The threats to America should Trump win the election are many, and they are serious. All one needs to do is pay attention to the GOP's Project 2025 to see what would be in store for us if Trump returns to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. As a side note, Lean to the Left writers V. Susan Hutchinson and C.J. Waldron are preparing a series of articles to be published on Lean to the Left, analyzing Project 2025, some of which are already online. You can find them at leantotheleft.net. where future articles dealing with key components of Project 2025 will be published in coming days. By the way, this podcast is a place for dialogue and discussion. We have great, knowledgeable, entertaining guests, so I hope you'll check us out. And please share your comments so we know what you think. This is Bob Gaddy signing off for Lean to the Left. Thanks for listening.